5:51 here, Big 550 KTRS. Yesterday in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, there was a story about a brand new mutant strain of head lice. It sounds like some science fiction movie, but it is coming to a school near you. So we've gone to the expert, the owner of Lice Busters, Libby Lutz. Libby, welcome to KTRS Radio.
Hi there, thank you.
First of all, we should tell people that you got involved with this. You started this business because you yourself had a lice problem.
Yes, my daughter got it when she was 4, and I'm a very capable person, but I could not get rid of it, and it literally brought me to tears.
And so you decided to open up a business to help others.
Yes, I thought there's a need for this because I see a lot of other parents dealing with lice, and you're up in your bathroom at midnight crying, and it goes on, and you think, I need a solution. And so I started this business and been helping moms around St. Louis ever since.
How do you get rid of regular lice?
Well, there's different ways to do it. There's one of the key things is combing and using a very good comb to physically remove the lice. There's also medications out there. The problem with a lot of these medications, as you're seeing in the news, is that these bugs have become resistant. And so sometimes they don't die right away. The other piece of it is that it is extremely hard to kill the eggs. They are very tough, and the over-the-counter medications are not going to kill the eggs. And so if you don't get those out, they continue to hatch and hatch and hatch, and so it's pretty tough on moms.
Do you have to, when your child comes down with lice, do you have to throw out the box spring and the mattress and the towels and everything else, or what do you have to do?
No. Yeah, it's people are really confused about how lice work. But the fact of the matter is when they fall off the head, they die within 48 hours. So they need to be feeding like every few hours in order to live. Once they fall off, they die.
So it's not bed bugs per se.
Yeah, they're not getting into your mattress or your pillows. The tough part is that they are very tough to kill when they're on their head. They live about 30 days on the head, keep laying their eggs every day. But if they happen to fall off, it's usually a death sentence for them.
So, Libby, how do you get lice? And is this particular strain any different than any other strain? Is it just much more aggressive?
Well, okay, first of all, you get lice generally from head-to-head contact or hair-to-hair contact. And kids make a ton of head contact. And in terms of this particular strain, lice are little insects. They evolve very quickly. They sometimes, you can have medicines that seem to be very effective, and other times you can use the over-the-counter medicines. And no matter using them 3 times, the clients come into our shop and they still have little live bugs crawling around.
Libby Lutz, our guest, the owner of Lice Busters here in St. Louis. How worried should we be about this mutant strain of lice?
Well, the good news is that lice are not a health hazard. It is a major inconvenience, and it's a stress, for parents, but it is not a health hazard. When it comes to your child having lice, you do need to make a very concerted effort if you're doing it on your own. If you come to a professional, like our shop, we have a heated air machine that takes care of it in one day. But when you're doing it on your own, you have to be very determined. You have to comb and comb and comb, treat and treat and treat.
So people come to your business, Lice Busters, and within that one visit, you solve the problem?
We do. Yeah, we have a special medical device that is a heated air system. And what it does is it dehydrates the bugs and the eggs. So there's nothing really that effectively kills the eggs out there that's like a medication. It doesn't kill the eggs at a high percentage rate. With the heated air, it kills it at 99.2%. So it's very effective. So we do the heat, 30 minutes, it kills everything. Then we do a detailed comb out to remove it. And then, of course, we offer the client a complimentary recheck to come back, and so they know that all went well.
How much does this cost?
So for an individual, it's $165, and it generally is about a 1.5 to 2 hour service.
Right. And so the heat effectively kills the bugs without the drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
And we do apply a non-toxic solution afterwards to help comb them out.
The shampoo of some kind.
Exactly.
And so you really, actually, if you've got a child with lice, you should probably not be sending them to school even after the treatment, right, for a day or two?
Well, it's tough because it's very, there's a lot of different lice policies out there, and there's good sides to all the policies. So, some people, the Academy of Pediatrics says you should still be able to go to a school if you have lice. Because they don't want children missing school for something that's not considered a health hazard. On the other
and
hand,
yet it's so pervasive.
But yeah, on the other hand, that's going to create probably more problems, that are very inconvenient for families and can take a lot of hours from a family as they spend time battling lice.
Libby Lutz, our guest with Lice Busters, you said that your 4-year-old daughter, had a hard time with lice. Did you or the brothers or sisters or anybody else in the house get lice from your daughter after you knew she was contagious or contaminated?
I got it actually. And the thing about lice, they're so hard to see. And I had my husband look through my hair and he's like, oh, you're fine. You're fine. Well, that night I feel something on my neck and there is a bug. I got it too. And that's very common. Moms get it all the time. They just may not talk about it, but we're seeing moms at our shop all the time.
There is a stigma to
My question
lice.
precisely, yeah.
And that is that people who don't wash, who are dirty, they get the lice, and the rich and the affluent kids don't get it. True or false?
False. Yeah, lice has nothing to do with cleanliness. In fact, lice kind of like clean hair. It's just when you're close to other people, it's almost a social type of thing. If you have friends and family that are close to you and they get it, then you have a very good chance of getting it too.
What about a dog?
Dogs don't get it.
Dogs don't get lice.
It's a human parasite.
Libby Lutz, how do we get a hold of you at Lice Busters?
So you can call me at 314-329-5423, or I have a website, licebusters-stl.com.
Where's the office?
We're in Richmond Heights. We're on Big Bend, right at 40.
Okay, yeah.
By the way, do you have a lot of competition? A lot of companies do what you do, or are you really
Not a lot.
You have a niche here?
Not a lot. I was the first one in St. Louis. There's been a few that have come and gone, but we've been here solid for almost 6 years.
I'm glad you're here. Libby Lutz, I'm glad you're here. And I guess I'm glad you're here, too.
And he's really glad you didn't bring anything to show and tell us.
Licebusters-stl.com.
Correct, yes.
Libby Lutz, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Holy mackerel.